Join me on a journey to embrace your Kavela life. Hi friends, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Rachel. Welcome to your Yin practice. So today we will begin standing, doing a 15-minute warm-up, and then take it down onto the mat for the rest of class, coming into our Yin practice. So as always, remember to listen to your body and just do what you can do. So if you're ready, let's begin. Coming to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet are touching or hips width apart. Roll the shoulders back. Turn the palms out. Start to ground the feet into the earth. Lifting through the legs. Torso lifts out of the hips. Lengthening through the spine. Crown to the sky. Close the eyes or keep the gaze straight ahead. And just come to the present moment. Knowing you're right where you're meant to be in this moment. Begin to connect with your breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose. Inhale, let's float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Adding on here, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, bring the palms to the front of the shins, gaze forward. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, roll through the spine. Inhale, float the arms up. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, let the hips fall forward. Hands to heart center. 2 more just like that at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Float the arms. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. 1 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Float the arms. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Adding on here, inhale up. Holding the arms, reaching through the fingertips. Unshrug the shoulders. Exhale, let's come into chair pose. Lift the chest, gaze up. Sink those hips lower, sit down lower. Breathe here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step that right foot back. Left foot coming into your high plank pose. High plank, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Take that breath, push it through the entire body. Create that beautiful straight line from the crown of your head all the way down to your feet. Draw that navel to the spine. No hanging bellies. feeling nice and strong here. Lower the knees, the chest, the chin coming all the way down onto the belly. Take the palms outside the chest, pin those legs together, toes are pointed, peel the chest. Coming in for your baby cobra. Exhale, float it down. Press through the palms. Tuck the toes. Coming in for downward facing dog. Lift the hips to the sky. Let's pedal the heels here. Bend the knees, move the hips. Breathe. Create that inverted V with the body. Lifting the hips, let that sternum drop. Lift the heels, let's walk back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Come back to chair pose. Inhale all the way up. Chair squats here for 8 at your own pace, so bending down. Inhale, open that front body. Exhale, sit down nice and low, a little lower each time. Inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. Bring those hands into prayer, into the heart center. Exhale. Let's take a twist over to the right. Hook that left elbow over the right knee. Gaze over the right shoulder. Begin to center the palms on the chest. Breathe here. Take it back to center. Stay nice and low, and then inhale. Reach it up, stretch out. Exhale, hands to heart. Utkatasana, chair pose. Take that twist over to the left. Gaze over the left shoulder, twisting the spine. So you're twisting from the rib cage, the belly button here. Relax that left shoulder. Come back to center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Sweep those arms, reaching up. Exhale, chair pose. Big arms, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step that left foot, right foot. Coming into your high plank. From here, knees, chest, chin, lower down. Inhale, peel the chest. Exhale. Knees, chest, chin, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up to the sky. Breathe, stay with your breath. Maybe walk the feet. Take any movements you need to in your down dog. Two nice deep breaths here. Let those heels draw a little closer to the ground. Gaze past the knees. Notice if they're caving in towards one another. If they are, start to spiral the thighs out. Really feeling the back of the legs, the hamstrings here. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. And let's lift the heels, walk the feet coming back to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up, coming back to Tadasana Mountain Pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk, step, or float the feet, coming back to your high plank. This time, if you're ready, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana, lowering all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog, or stick with your baby cobra, that's fine. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to add on here, coming into our three-legged dog. Float that right leg up to the sky. Square the hips and shoulders. Bend that right knee. Start to stack that right hip over the left hip. Hold here, breathe. And then draw the knee into the chest, step through for a low lunge. Ground the left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips, gaze up to the sky, reaching through the fingertips, relaxing the shoulders. Exhale, big arms, frame that right foot. Forward fold. So we're taking those hips back, folding over that right leg. So take it easy here, don't force anything, just easing into our practice, warming up. Take it back to center. Tuck the right toes. Let's take a low lunge twist before we move out of this. So grounding that left palm, reach through the right arm. Exhale, take it back to center. Flow through, tucking the left toes. Right leg extends to the sky, stretch it out. Take it back down, down dog. Hold here or option to flow through high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice job. Other leg, left leg floats up. Square the hip shoulders to the ground first, so it doesn't matter how high the leg is. Just trying to get some movement into the body. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Hold here. Really opening up that left hip. Then when you're ready, left knee into the chest. Step through. Low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sink the hips. Reach through the fingertips. Gaze up. Big arms, dive it down. Forward fold. Fold over that left leg. Square the hips. And release. Take it back to center. Take that low lunge twist. Getting another twist in, because they feel really good on the spine. Really good for the body. Exhale, take it back. Let's flow out. Tuck the right toes. Left leg extends. Stretch it out. Float it down, down dog. Hold here or option to flow through high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. And let's float those knees down. Coming right into our extended child's pose. So taking it down, all the way down. Sinking the hips to the heels. Let that chest drop down to the thighs. Keep the knees close or hips width. Do whatever feels comfortable for you. Maybe that forehead touches the ground. Opening up the arms. Externally rotating those shoulders out. Just take a moment here to notice where maybe you're holding on to tension, resistance in the body. And just breathe. Take this opportunity to quiet the mind, block out any chatter, or just let it go. Let go of any negative energy. Take this time for yourself. It's time to slow down. Be present in the moment. And slowly floating up into your tabletop position. We're going to just go through a couple of cat-cows here. So making sure that the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips over the knees. Just gonna warm up the spine. So coming into cow, let the belly drop, gaze up, let the hips rise, maybe even tuck the toes. Moving with your own breath. When you're ready, float into cat, drawing the navel to the spine, pushing the ground away, opening up that upper back, chin draws towards the chest, navel to the spine. So take these as slow or as fast as feels good on your body. Just flowing. In and out of your cat-cow, connecting your breath with the moment. And then slowly from here, sink the hips back down to the heels, come back into that child's pose. Floating all the way up. We're going to come into our melting heart, opening up the shoulders, the upper body a little bit. So with the knees, hips width apart, let's start to walk those palms out, maintaining the hips over the knees. So just be mindful of that alignment. Remember to ease into your yin postures, nice and slow. Don't rush right in. Take your time. We're holding for 2 to 3 minutes, so no rush. So we can take the forehead down to the ground. You can gaze forward, lowering the chin. You can take a pillow or a block underneath the chest or the forehead. Just make sure that the hips stay over the knees. Begin to feel an opening, maybe tension resistance in the shoulders, the chest, the upper back. So when you feel that tension, that's your edge. Hold there and just breathe. We're keeping our elbows, forearms off the ground if possible. Use your breath to power through here. Little by little, opening up the shoulders. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose, staying with that nice, deep, steady breath. And let's slowly release, lowering the belly all the way down. Take the arms alongside the body. Ground the forehead or turn the head to the right side. Getting a gentle twist, a stretch in the neck. Let those shoulders fall to the ground. Totally release the body, the legs. Let go. Come back to center. If your head's turned, and just turn it to the opposite side, this time grounding the right ear. Let those shoulders melt to the ground. Let go of the legs, the feet. Totally let go. From here, let's come back to center. Coming in to Sphinx pose. Take those forearms out in front, stacking the shoulders over the elbows. Spread the fingers nice and wide. So we're shifting our focus to the lower back, lower spine. Take those legs mat's width. Keep the gaze straight ahead, or feel free to close the eyes here. This is a gentle, relaxing posture. Relax the shoulders, the neck, unclench the jaw, just relax the face. And then once you settle in, just double check that you're not tensing up anywhere in the glutes, the legs. Just totally let go. In our yin practice, our muscles, take a break. We're getting into those connective tissues, the fascia. Allowing to make some space in the joints here. Begin to puff the chest forward and lift through the crown. So just a little teeny adjustment to make, and it should create some different sensations in that lower lumbar spine area. So try to stay relaxed. You don't want to be working here. But it is work sometimes. It does feel challenging. That is part of it, but we want to try to stay relaxed in the moment. From here, let's just bend that right knee, point the toe, exhale, float that right leg down, inhale, bend that left knee, point the toes. Exhale, release. And then if you'd like, let's bend both knees at the same time. Inhale. So just notice what changes in the body, where that tension resistance shifts to. And you can always just stay where you're at. exhale, release. From here, holding in your Sphinx pose or transitioning into seal, float those elbows up, forearms up. And just check in to make sure the shoulders didn't start to lift towards the ears. Make sure you're not clenching the glutes, the legs. Relax the feet. Check in with the neck, the head. Make sure you're not looking down or up. Just stay nice and neutral and long. Wherever you are, it's okay. Just breathe. Even if you have to release out of the pose and come down onto the belly, that's fine. And rest your head on your forearms. Take a break, take a child's pose. Just keep breathing that nice, deep, steady breath. And let's slowly float those elbows, forearms down. If you're in seal, let the belly come back to the ground, chest. Take the palms outside the chest. Maybe walk the legs, knees in slightly. And we're going to go back to our extended child's pose, nice and slow. So stretch out that lower back. Take it extra slow. Hips come to the heels. Maybe the knees are a little wider this time. Let the chest drop. Let the forehead touch. Inhale, let's slowly float up to our tabletop. Tuck the toes. Walk those hands in. Slowly coming up onto the feet. Walk the hands back towards the feet. So we're coming into our ragdoll here. Bend the knees as much as you need to. The feet are hips width apart. Take those palms wherever it feels good. We're going to just hang here. Take hands to opposite elbows or take the hands to the shins, to the feet, whatever feels good for you. Start to shift the weight towards the toes, feeling a nice stretch along the back of the legs, the hamstrings. If you're in ragdoll, feel free to sway from side to side. If that feels good. Let the head hang, the neck lengthen. So we're going to stay here for a little bit. This is our yin posture, so try to relax through the shoulders. Remember to bend the knees as much as you need to, or start to work towards straightening the knees if you're feeling pretty flexible. And if this is way too intense for you, we're basically doing the same thing as sitting in our forward fold with our legs extended. Folding the body in half. So just staying here a little bit longer. Breathe, don't hold that breath. And let's walk those hands out. We're going to come all the way into our plank pose. You can take a knees, chest, chin, baby cobra, or chaturanga dandasana. Just flow through a vinyasa here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Float that right leg up to the sky for a three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Stack the hips. From here, draw the knee into the chest and step through for a low lunge or right into dragon or lizard pose. So I'm going to go for a lizard this morning. So dragon pose, I'm going to just lower that left knee and take the palms, framing the right foot, and begin to sink the hips. So that's your dragon pose. So this is all about the hips, shifting that focus to the lower body now. Lizard, a little bit more advanced. Take that right palm inside the right foot, walk the right foot out to the outer edge of your mat. So this allows you to go a little bit deeper. Many variations here. You can stay on the palms, lifted. You can start to make your way down onto the forearms. So we're going to hang out here for a little while. So take your time, explore, or just hold. Check in, see where your body's at. So don't go too deep, don't rush in, take your time. Give your body that time to relax, surrender. Stay present in the moment. Use this time as a time for meditation, maybe visualizing positive thoughts, positive energy. Searching for that edge, that point of resistance. When you find it, hold and breathe. So from here, let's just come back to center if you're in lizard, or if you're in dragon, just let's meet back, coming back to dragon. So framing that right foot with the palms, and then exhale, float those hips back, coming into a forward fold or half split runner's stretch, folding over that right leg. Let the chest drop to the thighs. Maybe flex that foot, square the hips. Forehead to knee. Remember to be patient with your body. Don't force anything. If everything feels hard today, just be gentle, be patient. And let's slowly release, come back to center. Tuck the left toes. We're going to flow into our three-legged dog or right to a downward facing dog. So your option, you can float that right leg, stretch it out. Exhale, float it down. Pedal the feet here, bend the knees, move the hips. Shake it out. Flow through your high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Maybe notice how that right side feels compared to the left side, especially the hips. So you probably feel a little uneven. So let's go right into that left side. Left leg, three-legged dog. Float the left leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Then when you're ready, knee to chest. Step into your low lunge, dragon pose, grounding that right knee. So try to let those hips sink down closer to the ground. And if you're going into your lizard, walk that left foot out. Bring that left palm inside the left foot. Slide that right leg back, opening up that hip. And just take your time. Listen to the body. Repeating whatever you did on the opposite side. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Keep searching for that edge. As the body relaxes, maybe go a little deeper, taking little movements, little steps to go deeper, or if it gets to be too much, just knowing when to back off. Slowly release. Coming back up onto the palms, come back up to center, framing that left foot. When you're ready, let's take a nice forward fold over that left leg. So letting the chest drop towards that left thigh, square the hips, flex the left foot. Breathing here. Let's slowly release, coming back up to the top of your mat, low lunge. From here, let's float out, tuck the right toes. Option to come into a three-legged dog. All right, to your down dog. Let's walk out our dog, pedal it out. And hold here or flow through your high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly let the knees drop. Exhale, float into your extended child's pose, stretch it out. Float the arms alongside the body. Inhale, coming up to seated. So coming up to seated. Let's come into butterfly pose. So turning towards the long side of your mat. If you'd like, you don't have to. Take the soles of the feet together. So remember, we're not forcing anything here. So it's going to be more challenging in this pose the closer your heels are to your center. So if you start to take the feet away, it'll be a little bit more easier if you want to go into a forward fold here. So gently we're letting those knees drop towards the ground. So wherever you want to go, if you just want to hang out here and breathe, if you want to start to fold forward, if you want to gently take the palms to the knees, letting those knees drop. Relax the shoulders. And release. So taking that, keeping that left knee bent, we're going to extend the right leg out. So from here, sitting up nice and tall, we're going to first come into a nice lateral stretch. So taking the right palm to that right shin or right knee, float the left arm overhead. Feel a nice stretch along that left side body. Keep lowering this left knee down towards the ground. Maybe flex the right foot, reaching for that right foot with that left hand. So make sure you're not collapsing the chest towards the ground. Inhale, open the chest to the sky. Let's inhale, come back up. Inhale, exhale. Turning the body, the torso towards that right leg, flexing the right foot. We're going to come into a forward fold, keeping the left foot inside that right thigh. So however you want to come into a forward fold, you can inhale, exhale, forward fold, reaching for the toes. You can take the hands underneath the shin or the ankle. Just lowering the chest down towards that right thigh. That left knee is naturally just lowering closer to the ground. So stretching the hamstrings, the hips. And let's slowly release. Let's walk the hands up, come back to center. From here, bending that right knee, extend the left leg out. So we're first going to come into that lateral stretch, taking that left palm onto the left leg, wherever feels comfortable. Exhale, float that right arm up. Feel that nice stretch along the right side body. Flexing the left foot. Keep letting that right knee drop. Ground the right sits bone. Keep trying to open the chest to the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Big inhale, arms float up to the sky. Exhale, float it down. And then turning the body. So now we're facing that left foot. However you want to come into your forward fold. Inhale the arms up, exhale, fold. Or walk the hands down the leg, take the hands to the heel. Whatever feels good for you. And if you're not reaching the foot, that's okay too. Just take the hands to any part of that leg, except for the knee. You don't want to grab at the knee. Let the chest, let the forehead drop. That right knee is drawing down towards the earth. Stay with that breath. Let's slowly release. Inhale. Exhale. So from here, we're coming into our dragonfly. So full straddle. So find your center here. Flex the feet, point the toes a couple of times. And however you want to come into your dragonfly. Maybe taking the palms center, walking those hands out. Or taking the hands, walking them down the legs, reaching for the toes. So do what feels right for you. No judgment, no expectation in yoga. So it's just about making your body feel good. Slowly make your way back to center. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale. Let's take that right leg to meet the left, coming to extend the legs out. Taking the hands behind you, fingers facing away. Point the toes. We're going to come into a reverse plank. So just whenever you're ready, inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Exhale, float down. I'm going to take that one more time. Point the toes. Maybe this time flipping the hands around, fingers facing towards the bottom of your mat. Inhale, lift the hips up. Open the heart, open the chest, lift the hips higher. Exhale, float back down. Bend the knees. Reach towards the top of your mat. Let's roll through the lower back. Rolling on to our backs. Coming all the way down. Let the knees float into the chest. Take hands to opposite elbows. Hug those knees in. Maybe forehead to knee. And release. Extend that left leg out. Draw the right knee in. We're going to take a twist here. Let that right knee come over towards the left side. Extend the right arm out in T. So coming into a twist here. Left palm on top of that left knee. Right knee drawing closer to the ground. Let's inhale, come back to center. Draw that right knee in and just massage that right hip, just making circles with that right knee. So we're just working the knee. And then maybe just go in the opposite direction a couple of times. Extend that right leg up. Float that left leg up. And then float the right leg down. Left knee comes into the chest this time. Hug it in nice and close. And then taking that left knee across the midline of the body, coming over onto the left side. Extend that left arm out in T. Taking that twist, right palm comes to the outside of that left knee. Feel that beautiful twist in that left glute. left side body. Nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. Try to relax the shoulders, that upper body. Come back to center. Let's take those circles, make those circles with the knee just going in one direction, massaging the hip, and then in the opposite direction. And come back to center. Float that left leg up to the sky. Right leg floats up. Keeping the legs extended up. Bend the knees, coming in for happy baby. Wrap those peace sign fingers around the big toe, flex the soles of the feet. Maybe rock from side to side or extend the legs. Ground the shoulders, the hips. And then when you're ready, bring the soles of the feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Let those knees drop. Float the arms overhead, maybe cactus arms, palms to the sky. Coming into our final yin posture. You can stay here in Supta Baddha Konasana or go right into Shavasana, extending the legs out. Do what feels good for you. Open the arms, palms to the sky. Close the eyes. Back to the present moment, back to the breath. Slowly start to bring your awareness back. Maybe start to bring some movement into the fingers, the toes, the hands, the feet. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, float the arms up, overhead. Bend the knees, rolling on to the right side, just coming into a fetal position. Just taking some nice deep breaths there. If and when you're ready, slowly come back to a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Sitting up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. Lengthening through the spine, crown to the sky. Closing out our practice with 3 cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Big inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank yourselves for starting your day in a positive and healthy way. May there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at kavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Kavela Life. Thank you so much.